And we are live. Welcome to our very third live car giveaway. We are giving away an amazing car tonight, but more about that in a little moment. If you don't know, we are Carsino. If you don't know who we are, I've got no idea what you're doing here. You must have stumbled across this by mistake, but that's okay. We can have fun together. We want to do things a little bit differently in the car competition game. Two ways we want to do that. One, with our content. You're going to see some of that later. Two, with the way that we do draws. You're also going to see that later. Now, if you have watched any of our content before, you will have heard Video Jake. However, Video Jake is here tonight, acting as Voiceover Jake. Voiceover Jake, are you there? Say hello.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. Happy Sunday. It's me, Voiceover Jake.
If you have tuned into any of our live streams before, you will know that that is the voice he has refused to not do and will continue to do forever, apparently. Is there anyone in the comments saying anything good so far?
Yes, we've got a discussion about car or cash. This was a question by Martin Smith. People are saying it would be a very hard decision. Luke has said it's the car for him. Martin also says car too, I think. So yeah, get busy in the chat. Enjoy each other's presents.
What? That's got to be your new catchphrase. That was awful, dude. Right, so there was lots of talk in the comments of our adverts that the Porsche Boxster that we are giving away tonight isn't a real Porsche because it isn't a 911. Well, funnily enough, we wanted to know if that was true. So quite a while back now, we took a 718 Spyder to see if it was just as good or maybe even better than a 911. And this is what happened. If you're watching this, chances are you've been thinking of buying a Porsche. You've done your research. You wanted something fast, something fun, something exciting. And then you saw the price of a 911 and you ended up here with this. This is the Porsche 718 Spyder, a mid-engined, lightweight, naturally aspirated, roofless masterpiece. But there is a problem. It's not a 911. This has got a 4-litre, naturally aspirated flat six. It's one of the best engines that Porsche make. It sounds amazing. It makes 414 horsepower and redlines at 8,000 RPM, but there is a problem. It's not a 911 engine. With the 911, if you go for something like a GT3, you get a naturally aspirated flat six that revs all the way to 9,000. It's sharper, it's angrier, and it's got that signature 911 howl. Compared, this is about as punchy as a featherweight Boxster that's actually made of feathers. This has a proper 6-speed manual gearbox. None of that flappy paddle dual clutch playing on easy mode bollocks. Just a proper mechanical driver's gearbox. But there is a problem. It's not a 911 gearbox. With the 911, you can have a PDK. It means you can launch like a missile. You can change gear faster than you can blink. And you feel like a race driver, but with none of the actual skill. This, you actually have to drive it. Ugh. Gearing in this car is insane. Second gear will take you to 85 miles an hour. So it means that first gear is fun, second gear is thrilling, and third gear is, well, it's something you'll likely never use, unless you live on the Autobahn or the moon. But actually, there's a bigger problem. It doesn't have 911 gearing. In a 911, you get shorter gearing and turbo torque, which means it just goes, no waiting around, no drama. With this, if you don't live in Germany or on a racetrack, it's essentially pointless. So the Spyder's actually quite practical. Because it's a mid-engine car, you get 2 storage compartments. You got the front bum and then the back one, which you kind of have to dismantle the entire car to use. But overall, very practical. But not quite 911 practical. In the 911, you get back seats. They're pretty small back seats, but back seats nonetheless. You can throw coats or bags, or maybe a very small, very obedient child, or a normal child with no legs. But either way, you get back seats. Let's talk about the roof. With the 718 Spyder, you have to work for it. You got to press this thing here. Right, so you got to press this. Oh, no. You need to... You unclip that. And where did... Oh, you lift this bit up. Clip this thing there. That doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel like it should. Okay. Then you say a little prayer to Ferdinand Porsche. And then put something with flaps. Oh, hang on. And then you put... And 20 minutes later, you're done. And the best bit is, when it starts raining, you get to do it all again in reverse while panicking. But the worst bit is that it's not a 911 roof. In a 911, you just press a button, wait 12 seconds, and boom, you're sunburnt. This has got the comfort seats, which means I don't have to dislocate a hip every time I get in. They're very comfortable, they're very supportive, but the problem is, they're not in a 911, which means it doesn't matter how comfortable they are, how supportive they are, how well they hold me in place. I've always got to live with the nagging fact that I settled. Because in a 911, I wouldn't just have seats, I'd have 911 seats. It's finished in paint to sample Riviera Blue, which is Porsche speak for this colour is as unique as your credit limit. And look, it looks amazing, but there is a problem. It's not Riviera Blue on a 911, is it? If you drive a 911 in this colour, people assume that you're a banker having a midlife crisis. If you drive this in this colour, people assume you're a baker having a midlife crisis.
What's up?
Well, let me in.
Why not?
What do you think? It's not a 911. The 911 is a status symbol. It tells the world you've made it, that you're successful, that you own a yacht, or at least own a subscription to a yacht magazine. The Spyder, it tells the world you wanted a 911, but also wanted to eat this month. So what have we learned about the Porsche 718 Spyder? Well, it's lighter and sharper than a 911. It's got a real engine, it's got a real gearbox, and it's got a real sense of fun. The problem is, it's not a 911. But that, my friends, might just be the very best thing about it. A 911 is the car you buy when you want everyone to know you've arrived. The 718, this is the car you buy when you just want to drive. Because it's not a 911. It's better. Welcome back. If you have just joined us, don't worry, you haven't missed the draw yet. That is happening in a little moment. Voiceover Jake, is anybody saying anything interesting in the comments?
They absolutely are. David Miles has said, I've had a couple of Porsches, great cars. I think I'd take the cash because I can't fit my dog in it. Norfolk and Good says, you need your own car show. Justin says, hate when people say things like that. It's a Porsche and very nice. Jake has asked, is there still time to enter for the Porsche?
Yes, there is. You can still buy tickets right now. Actually, in the chat, because voiceover Jake, you said Porsche differently 2 times. You let me know in the chat. Is it Porsche or Porsche in the chat? What do you think it is? We'll discuss that later. But yes, there is still time left to get tickets. You can get tickets right now at carsino.uk for the Porsche Boxster. And if you want to go a little bit bigger, if you get 10 or more tickets, you will get a massive 50% discount to give yourself the best chance of driving away in the ultimate driver's car. Or if you don't want the car, you can take a whopping £18,000. Now, talking of winning, if you tuned into our last live stream, then you will have seen that we had a winner for our Abarth 595 competition. We tried to call him on the stream, but he didn't answer. But the next day, we gave him a call, and this is what happened. Okay, so the winner of this Abarth did not pick up on the live stream when we tried to call him. But now it's the next day. Maybe he will. We're going to give him a little call right now. This will be embarrassing if he doesn't pick up.
Hello.
Hi, Mark. It's James here from Carsino.
Hi, James. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. I understand that I've won the little Fiat.
Yes, you the Abarth. Thank you very much.
Yes,
we've had those arguments in the comments all competition. Yeah, so you've seen the email then. Yes, mate. Congratulations. You have won the Abarth 595. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's the old cliches. I've never won anything in my life, but yeah, I'm over the moon, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, I was shocked when I saw that this morning.
Nice.
And check it was real, but it is. So.
Well, I am very sorry that you won't be able to tell anyone that you've never won anything in your life anymore. But I'm very glad to say that you have got the Abarth or the £6,000. Have you had a thought about whether you would take the car or the money?
I've had a little thing, and I'm probably going to take the money. I've put a little holiday and, put some money away for a rainy day, I think is...
Beautiful. Where would you go?
Probably Turkey. I like Turkey, so I'll probably go out there for a couple of weeks.
Nice. Well, what we'll do is we'll be in touch right after this phone call. We'll get your details and we'll get the money to you right away. But again, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome, mate. Thank you so much for playing. Was it the first time that you've entered one of our competitions?
It was, yeah, just randomly popped up, and I'll be honest, I do like the car, but, needs must. But, I just thought, why not? And it was a good deal, so, and I won, so I'm even happier. So.
Nice. How many tickets did you buy, do you remember?
I think I spent, I bought about 20 quid with, I think they're about 20.
Nice. Well, that's a pretty decent return, isn't it?
Yeah, beyond decent, I would say.
Top stuff. Well, brilliant. Thanks again, and we will be in touch very soon.
Lovely, thank you. Take care. Yeah.
Take care, mate. Bye. So there you have it. He's going to take the money. So, oh, sorry, car, you're going somewhere else. He's going to take the money. He's going to go to Turkey. I think that is pretty good. Spent 20 quid on tickets. That's a pretty good return in my book. If you are just joining us, do not worry, you haven't missed the draw. That is happening very soon. In fact, there is still a tiny little bit of time left where you can get your tickets for the Porsche Boxster. Video, voiceover, Jake, whichever one you are today. How long have we got left?
We have 3.5 minutes until the competition closes. Get your last tickets in right now.
3.5 minutes to get those very last tickets. There are still a bunch left and they've got your name on them. Now, also in the comments of our adverts for the Porsche Boxster, there were a lot of people saying that it was a hairdresser's car. Now, this is a bit of a trope with Porsche Boxsters, but I wanted to find out, is that really true? Is the Porsche Boxster a hairdresser's car or a serious car? So to find out, I took it to some serious roads, and here's what happened. This is the 981 generation Porsche Boxster. You've probably heard the old trope that Porsche Boxsters are hairdressers' cars, focused on style over substance. I want to see if that's true. I want to see if this is a serious car. So to do that, I've taken it to some serious roads. And those serious roads are here in the Brecon Beacons.
It's not called that anymore. They've changed it.
What do you mean they've changed it?
They've made it all Welsh.
What do you mean? What is it?
Hang on.
Right, got it. Let's go again. And those serious roads are here in the Brecon Beacons. And although the Brecon Beacons is in Wales, and Wales is full of Welsh people, the roads here are seriously some of the most beautiful on the planet. The Boxster was first introduced in the mid-90s as the entry-level Porsche, and that term entry-level still haunts it to this day. But here's the thing, calling the 981 Boxster entry-level is like calling a Rolex Explorer a decent first watch. Inside this thing is a 2.7 litre flat six. It'll give you 275 horsepower, 290 newton thingies of torque. It'll take you to 60 miles an hour in 5.6 seconds, and it won't stop pulling until 164 miles an hour. But the numbers can only really tell you so much. The real story is how this car feels. Because in the Boxster, it's not about chasing the horizon in a straight line. It's how it dances through the corners. It's like how it feels alive. It's how every single steering input feels like you're coaxing, not commanding. There's a certain magic to Porsche's steering racks. It feels like a conversation. You talk to it and it talks back. In fact, a lot of times it feels like it's reading your mind. It's finishing your sentences for you. The mid-engine layout gives you that perfect balance. It's like the car's pivoting around you. Look, in other cars, you give a solo performance. In this, it's a duet. Porsche's DNA is about purity, simplicity done properly. This isn't about bragging rights in a pub car park. It's about engineering that rewards the driver, not just the stopwatch. When you drive the Boxster, you realise that Porsche learned to build cars on the Nürburgring, not on a spreadsheet. Now let's talk reality. It's not as disastrous to run as you think it might be. On a gentle cruise, you'll do about 37 miles to the gallon, and in town, almost 27. So you're not going to be draining your wallet every weekend just to fill it up. The tax is 345 quid a year, which I know it's not a tenner like a Tesla, but for that extra money, you don't have to drive a Tesla. And unlike a new 911, which will quickly tiptoe into the six-figure territory, today you can pick up these Boxsters for prices that are basically reasonable. I'm not going to say cheap because that implies compromise. And with this car, you definitely are not compromising. But let's temporarily forget about costs, because you could win this car. We are giving it away right now at Carsino.uk. Oh, do we have to? Can Can I keep this one? Inside, it's everything you could want. It's minimalist, it's focused, but it's still comfortable enough for long journeys. The PDK gearbox is sharper than a paper cut. It's seamless, immediate. And unlike the 718 Spyder, which is technically a better car, you can put the roof down as you're driving, as long as you're going under 30 miles an hour. Because it's a mid-engine car and they haven't put seats in the back for little people that won't even appreciate the car they're in, it means you've got quite a lot of space. You've got the boot at the back and you've got a front bum, which means you could bring a partner and a couple of suitcases to the Brecon Beacons, or a cameraman and a load of equipment. It's easy to underestimate the Boxster when you look at it in photos. It's almost too simple at first glance, like a bit too polite. But then when you see it in real life, you realise that this isn't just any old sports car. From the front, you've got that unmistakable Porsche DNA, the tight, confident lines, the gentle slope of the bonnet, the headlights that look like they're squinting into the distance, already plotting your line for you. The side profile is where the Boxster really comes alive. It's low, it's lean, it's purposeful. It looks like it's moving even when it's parked. The sculpted air intakes lets everybody know that there's an engine just millimetres from your spine. And at the back, it's pure Porsche theatre. Those wide haunches, the subtle ducktail spoiler, the lights that wrap around the body like fabric on a tailored suit. You can tell this car's been designed not to shout, but to reward a second look, and a third, and a fourth. It doesn't rely on aggression or overcomplicated styling. Instead, it's got the quiet confidence of a perfectly cut diamond. It doesn't need to shout to be noticed, but up close, every angle dazzles. In grey, it's even more subtle. It's kind of got like a stealth charm. The thing is, this car cares more about impressing the driver than it does other people. It doesn't command attention, it earns it. If you know, you know. And then there's the sound. Look, it isn't quite as operatic as a full-fat 911, but there's something beautifully honest about it. At low speeds, it hums. It's reserved. It's like it's saving its voice for the right moment. But push it past 4,000 RPM, it wakes up into a mechanical chant that reminds you that there's a proper flat six just inches away from your shoulders. It's not a shouty exhaust designed to impress your neighbours or frighten cyclists. It's a more like subtle, precise, layered sound that feels really authentic, that feels really mechanical, that feels really Porsche. It's not going to be the loudest in the car park, but in a world of fake pops and bangs piped through your speakers, it feels really real. And you find that right road, and you take the roof down, that honest, eager bark is all you're going to need. So is the 981 Boxster a serious car? Yes, seriously. This isn't an entry-level Porsche. It's a distilled Porsche, a purer Porsche. And look, I can largely understand and mostly agree with the criticisms from the first few generations of Boxsters, but this is a completely different beast. This might just be peak Boxster. It's the kind of car that makes you take the long way home on purpose. And it's the kind that leaves you standing in the driveway for an extra minute, just for one last glance. It may have started life with a reputation for hairspray and blow dries, but 5 minutes in this car and you realise it's probably going to mess up your hair and it's going to blow your mind. Some cars you drive. This makes you fall in love with driving. You could win this car right now for just £3.99. There are crazy good odds on this competition. So head on over to carsino.uk and enter now. If you are just joining us, then you haven't missed the draw. That's happening in just a second, but you have missed the competition. It is now closed. So good luck to everybody that did enter. We are going to draw the winner very, very soon. Now, if you stick around until after the draw, you're going to get to see the very next car that we're going to be giving away. And it's a great one. It's a fab one. It's one I'd never driven before, but now I have. I am absolutely in love with. Now, you might have noticed I'm in a slightly different environment. Ooh, wow, how have I got here? Well, this is where we are going to be doing our draws from. As I mentioned at the very beginning, we want to do our draws a little bit differently. We didn't want to use a random number generator or really just hold our phones up on live to a laptop screen while we clicked a button. We thought that was a little bit boring. We wanted to make these fun and we wanted to make them engaging. Now, in order to do that, let me introduce you to my little friend. Let me introduce you to the Carsino roulette wheel. Let me introduce you to Spin Diesel. This is Spin Diesel, the Carsino roulette wheel, and this is how we pick the winning tickets for our competitions. This is how it works. The wheel has the numbers 0 to 9 on it 3 times. It also has special slots. R means re-spin. If we land on this, we spin again. B means bonus, and that's going to change from week to week. Live James will explain what this week's bonus is in a moment. And C means charity. Our charity partner, Auto Raise, gets a cash bonus. We draw each digit one at a time, from right to left. Units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and so on, until we build the winning ticket number. If the final ticket is a number that hasn't been sold, we simply respin and start again. That's it. Good luck, everyone. You're just one ticket away. If you're just joining us, you have joined in just in time because we are just about to draw for the Porsche Boxster. So get your ticket numbers ready to see if you are the lucky winner. Now tonight, the bonus is going to be free tickets into our next car giveaway. If it lands on bonus, I'm going to give you guys at home something to do. And if you are the first one to do it, you will win 10 free tickets into our next car giveaway. If it lands on C tonight for our charity partner Auto Raise, we will give £50 for every time it lands on C to them. Okay, I think we are just about ready to do this draw. Is everything ready over there with you, voiceover Jake?
Everything is ready on my end. Let's do this thing. Let's give somebody a Porsche.
Or Porsche if you're normal, like me. So, let's draw that first digit. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. We're going to respin. So that first digit is going to get respun. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. Four. The winning ticket will end with the digit 4.
Just a quick question before we continue, James. We've had a question from Paddy. How does the roulette way work when there's 000 and 0000 ticket numbers? Example, what happens if I have ticket 1, 2, 3, but you continue to spin until we get to 1, 2, 3, 4?
Confusing way to ask it, but I think I know what you're asking. So basically, if you have ticket number 1, that is going to be 0001. There is just as much chance of 0 coming up on here as there is any other number. So you, if you do have ticket 0001, have just as much chance as ticket 9999 or 1872 or any other one. Got it? If you don't, put it in the comments and I'll re-explain it. I don't really know any other way to explain it, so I'll probably just repeat myself. But good question. Okay, so the winning ticket is going to end with the number 4. Let's get that next number. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. Five. So the winning ticket is going to end 5-4. Let's get that next number. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. respin. That number is going to get respun. Not the entire ticket, just that one digit. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. Seven. So the winning ticket is going to end 754. Let's get that final number. Good luck, everyone. Let's go. Two. The winning ticket is 2754. Now you can check at home. You can log into your account at carsino.uk and you can check your tickets to see if you have that winning ticket. Now, there is a chance that this winning ticket has not been bought by anybody. So if that is the case, we go again. We sold, I think it was 84% of all the tickets, so it's a high likelihood that somebody does have it. But if somebody does not have that ticket, we spin again. Voiceover Jake, do we have a winner?
James, we have a winner. His name is James. It's James Horgan. Congratulations. You have won yourself a Porsche Boxster or £18,000 with ticket number 2754. Congratulations.
Beautiful. Well done, James, and very nice name as well. James, we are going to get in touch with you and find out if you want to take that beautiful Porsche Boxster or if you would rather have the £18,000. Right, I think it's probably about time we tell you the next car we are giving away. But to do that, I think I'll go back to the cave. Okay, so the car we gave away before the Porsche Boxster was an Abarth 595, a brilliant little hot hatch. And as you love hot hatches so much, we are now giving another one away. However, this one isn't a hot hatch, it's a nuclear one. Take a look.
Tell me more about this launch control thing. Like, why do you think you feel the need to be able to go from 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds? Before the body kit, this car actually looked tame. But body kit or no body kit, it's got anger issues. Dare to put it in race mode and give it some throttle, it'll grip the earth, scream into the sky and unleash a pop and or bang so loud it'll trigger a tactical response unit. And the quad exhausts, do you think they might be compensating for something? 296 horsepowers, 380 newton thingies of torque, all-wheel drive and a 6-speed DSG gearbox that shifts so violently it's clearly not over the loss of the 3.2 litre VR6. Look, out there, you're so loud, but in here you're so quiet. Are you in eco mode right now? You're practical, respectable even. So why pump engine noises into your cabin? It feels like you're lying to yourself. So much power, but it grips so hard, it's genuinely concerning. It flat out refuses to drift. It suffers from ED, excessive drivetrain. No matter what the driver does, what buttons they press or how they press them, they just can't get it up sideways. Tell me about your childhood. Is this because of the GTI? Did it overshadow you? Do you resent that it sold better than you despite you being a better car? The GTI was the class clown, more playful, more cheeky. The R was bullied at school. You don't need to impress me. You don't need the pops and bangs. This is a safe space. Okay, that's good. Let it out. We're getting somewhere. 0 to 60 in just under 5 seconds. Top speed, 155 miles per hour. But with all of that rage, it still wants to protect you. No matter the weather, no matter how you drive it, the all-wheel drive will make sure that you won't die, probably. What do you want? Like really? You're a family hatchback. You've got Isofix, you've got a 343 litre boot, you've got comfortable seats, you have got everything a rational adult could want. Why do you try and race everyone? It has adaptive cruise control. It's practical, efficient, quiet when it wants to be. But give it the wrong look at a traffic light and it'll launch like it's trying to outrun unresolved childhood trauma. Look, let's talk about your spending habits. You were £31,000 new before options. You do almost 50 miles to the gallon if someone's gentle with you. Your road tax is only £265 a year. But you act like a McLaren. Back in 2016, this was the best value sleeper money could buy. It still is. Today, it's a used car bargain that'll embarrass people with M, AMG or even RS badges, but it still has crippling brand envy. What are you trying to prove? Like, look at your Maxton body kit, look at your aftermarket wheels. You can already do it all. You've got it all. We all know that you've got the talent. There's no need for the costume. That's not you. You're not a show-off. You're not a hooligan. It's spent its whole life trying to be the fun one, the fast one, the refined one, the grown-up. And somehow, it actually pulled it off. That wasn't indecision. That was design. Maybe you're not the one who's mad. Maybe it's us that's the problem. Maybe the problem is people expecting you to be everything, subtle and exciting, sensible but savage. So that's what you've become. Maybe that's not confusion. Maybe that's perfection. Come on, let's go for a drive. The Mark 7 Golf R doesn't need to change. It figured itself out a long time ago. And if we don't get that, maybe it's us that needs therapy. You could win this car right now at Carsino.uk for just £1.17. Remember, we are Carsino and you are just one ticket away. So you can win that Golf R right now at Carsino.uk for just £1.17. But before I tell you a little bit more about that, we thought, why not try and give James a call? Now, we usually have a much better phone system than just me holding up my phone, but in our test earlier, it didn't work. So this is what you've got right now.
Hello?
Hi, is that James?
Yeah, speaking.
Yeah, hi, it's James here, good name, from Carsino. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Yeah. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I don't suppose you're watching the live draw, are you?
I was. To be honest, I won't lie. I'm in the bath, and then I saw it won a Porsche, and I thought, well, I might as well just stay in for a bit longer.
I can't fault that logic, can I? Well, stole my thunder a little bit. Congratulations, you've won a Porsche or £18,000. How you feeling?
Brilliant. Yeah. Well chuffed. Absolutely chuffed. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, might you take the Porsche or the money? Have you thought about what you would do?
I haven't. I personally would be inclined to keep the car, but we'll see what the boss says.
I understand. Right, if you did keep the car, where would you go first in it? What trip would you take?
I really don't know. I don't know. We'll have to think about that one. I've only just recently started to drive, so I'll have to build up the confidence to take it anywhere at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, I mean, good luck with the insurance. Also, if you were to take the £18,000, what would you do with that? Any plans?
Oh, you know what? Probably just go on holiday. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So anywhere in particular?
Would you want to go on holiday, honey? She doesn't know. She's too excited to think, I think. So am I.
No worries. Well, look, I'm finding this quite weird knowing that you're in the bath right now. So I'm going to leave you to it because this feels a touch too intimate. But congratulations. We'll be in touch. You don't have to make your mind up right away. Finish your bath first. And then we will talk very soon and either get you that car to your front door or get you that money to your bank account. So thanks again for playing and congratulations.
Amazing. Brilliant. Appreciate it. Thank you.
There we go. At least that wasn't weird. Oh, you could win that golf arm right now at Carsino.uk for just £1.17. There are also some really good discount bundles as well. You can get 10% off, 15% off, 20%, and even 25%, dependent on the amount of tickets that you buy. So go over there and do that too. But that isn't all. We have got something for everyone. We have got 8 other prizes on the site right now. Let's see if I can remember what they are. We have instant win Formula 1 mystery boxes. We have an Xbox with, which Xbox is it, voiceover, Jake?
Series X, I believe.
Whatever the goodest one is, with Forza Horizon 5. We have got another PS5 with Gran Turismo, because you guys love that stuff. And we have got an Auto Finesse Pro Detailing Kit. Ooh. But also we have got Apple stuff too, if you're into that sort of thing. We have got an iPhone, we've got an iPad, we've got an Apple Watch, which I don't know why it's not called an iWatch, but whatever, and a MacBook. There we go, 8 things right now with some really, really cool discounts, all the way up to possibly 50% off, depending on how many tickets you buy. So there is something for everybody. So head over to Carsino.uk right now, take a little look at those and grab yourself some tickets. Thank you so much, everybody that is tuned in. Congratulations to James. Very well done. Very weird call, but I'm glad we did it, sort of. Yeah. We are Carsino, and like James just proved, you are just 1 ticket away.